The Mesozoic Era, also known as the Age of Dinosaurs or Age of the Conifers, began approximately around the time of the end Permian extinction event, which wiped out 96% of all Earth's marine life and 70% of all terrestrial species on the planet. The Mesozoic Era is inside of the Phanerozoic Eon. The Mesozoic Era is subdivided into three different periods. First, the Triassic period, which lasted from 251 to 201 million years ago. Then there is the Jurassic period, which lasted from 201 to 145 million years ago. Finally, there is the Cretaceous period, which lasted from 145 to 66 million years ago. The Triassic period, which lasted from 251 to 201 million years ago. It had some action in it. Let's start off with climate. The Triassic period had a warm and dry climate. Now let's talk about some main events. First, the supercontinent Pangaea began to rotate. The Triassic animals were mostly reptiles, most commonly dinosaurs, marine reptiles, lizards, and tortoises. The most common plants were conifers, cycads, and ferns. Now let's move on to the Jurassic period. The Jurassic period started 201 million years ago and ended 145 million years ago. The Jurassic was mostly about dinosaurs, hence the name the Jurassic period. First, the climate. The Jurassic period's climate was also warm and dry. Now, here are the major events. First, the breakup of Pangaea that began in the Triassic continued, and the early Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico appeared as shallow continental seas. Second, volcanoes become active and flying reptiles and the first birds appeared. Finally, plants. Cycads were most common during the Jurassic period. Cycads became so diverse that the Jurassic is often referred to as the age of the cycads. Now let's move on to our final period, the Cretaceous period. The Cretaceous period is our final period in the Mesozoic Era. The Cretaceous period began 145 million years ago and ended 66 million years ago. The Cretaceous main events are mostly geological. First, the Atlantic Ocean continued to lengthen and widen, mostly to the south, which split South America from Africa. Second, India separated and became an island continent. Much of each continent was covered with shallow continental oceans and inland seas. Finally, North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa became a series of islands, and the part of the USA between the Rocky Mountains and the Appalachians and Ozarks was mostly underwater. The Cretaceous period had a mild climate, so not too cold. In summary, the Mesozoic Era is an action-packed era with many events from countries that we know today become islands and dinosaurs that roamed around the world. With that in mind, I would like to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.